Here comes a new challenger!
What's up, everybody? We're back again. Mike Watson, aka Most Epic, the most enthusiastic person in comics, also publisher of Freestyle Comics, back for our second of our double hitter episode of Chat and Draw. And we're diving right in here. We're here. Oh, let me get my guest out here because, like I said, we are going to dive right in here. And we're going to bring them out in traditional Chat and Draw fashion.
Wait a second. A new opponent has interrupted the tournament.
Welcome, Nox Falls.
Hi.
How are you doing?
You know what? I'm here. I'm vibing. I'm thriving. It's me and Benjamin against the world. So Wednesday.
Okay. All right. Absolutely hear that.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Like I said, we're on the second episode of Chat and Draw tonight. Had a very full work day. I'm in the studio space. So I'm feeling right. About to commence with some art and some convo with you.
Yay! I am ready for this opportunity. Hi.
All right. So first off, I met Nox at a little show called Nightmare Weekend in Cleveland. Very impressed with this woman's presence. She dominated her set. And I'm just really impressed with how she moves. But it wasn't even just like moved with her costuming. Her costuming was like epic. All right. It was epic and it was grand as her presence on stage. So Nox, if you just want to tell everybody like who you are and what it is that you do in your life of creativity.
Thank you so much for the praise. I am a performance artist. My background really is in burlesque. Predominantly, I'm a self-taught costumer as well. And I'm freelance right now as just a traveling artist that travels mainly with GalaxyCon, and I do a couple of festivals here and there. But I basically get paid to dress up for a living. And that's pretty, considering the circumstances in our environment, that's pretty rad to think about if I say it out loud.
It absolutely is. So what got you into burlesque to begin with?
I got recruited. I came from slam poetry, and so my slam set group shared the venue with our local burlesque troupe. And we were just having like a 5-year anniversary. It was black tie, and I had dressed up as like my own version of Jessica Rabbit. And so like it was body was teen, as the kids would say. And they saw me and they were like, "Have you ever thought about burlesque?" And I was like, "What's that?" And I just kind of got roped into it. Like a few moments later, I was performing my first number, which was an erotic slam poetry chair performance, and that's how I got roped into it.
Awesome. So what about it appeals to you?
There's a lot of key points that really appeal to me with burlesque. I think the freedom of it. honestly, the voyeur in me enjoys watching people watch me perform, or the scandalousness of getting as legally naked as possible. I am a bit of an exhibitionist with it. I do love the fact that I can tell my art through the human body. And essentially, with Nerdless particular, I can become a visual representation of like fan fiction in a way. So I like
Mhm.
the canvas, um, mainly the canvas, uh, or using my body as a canvas, really.
Okay, all right. So, and then and you can correct me wrong, but you've enrolled some of this into cosplay as well.
Yeah, that's kind of by accident, or accidentally on purpose, I guess.
Okay.
Nerdless kind of grabs you. I like my one of my second numbers. I was like a Jigglypuff, but I never considered that Nerdlesque. It was just a one-off thing I did. My actual first trope into cosplay or slash Nerdlesque was my Sindel act, and I think I built that in 20. Oh, it was a long time ago, but just know that it was built out of earnesty and love and a lot of Mod Podge on the wig. We don't judge, we grow. And I really consider that like my first cosplay nerdlesque thing creation. But I didn't really think about it as that when I made it. I was just being someone I wanted to be. But it was the first time I ever consciously put on someone else's character and go, I want to do it like this.
Okay. Why did you want to be that person or that character rather? Sorry.
Honestly, okay, so Sindel, particularly Sindel, like Mortal Kombat 9 was like the most powerful um, female play character. And her costume just, for lack of a better term, her costume really just fucked. It was impossible by gravity standards. There's no high kicking in that. I don't know how she ended up whipping everyone else's ass and never had any type of slip, but through the power of the imagination and scraps of fabric, she just looked like a character that can dominate you in any type of way. And that really appealed to me at the time. And so I just kind of gravitated towards her when playing the game. And I've always loved Sindel, even playing like Mortal Kombat. When I was a kid, Sindel was my favorite character. So I've always loved this character. And then when I saw her in this version of the game, I immediately was like, I've got to put that shit on.
Oh, which Mortal Kombat was it?
Mortal Kombat 9.
Okay. Oh, okay, okay, okay. I really dug her version in 11, and then what they
Mm.
did in one, which is a reboot that I don't mind. It was the way they interweaved it in the story. I thought it made the reboot work.
Yeah, I enjoy like even the worst Mortal Kombat's. I still enjoy like seeing the versions of what they come up with. Like I like seeing the subject alive still. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's I don't know, sometimes it's better to see failed attempts than no attempts at times.
Right.
So I just that's kind of where I sit. I'm like, all right, continue the story.
I'm checking our chat here. So, what
Oh.
other fandoms are into, or are there any anime you're rocking with right now? Any?
I just saw I'm a big horror fan, so I just saw him in
Oh,
theaters. God, I love that. Anime Castlevania right now is on my watch. I have not yet watched the K-pop Demon Hunters. It is on my list. I swear I will get to it. I am currently enthralled with everyone's cosplay, and so I feel like I've seen it already.
hmm.
But I still have to get to it. I'm just really excited to see that.
So,
But that's I'm really focusing on Castlevania right now.
Castlevania has not been my thing, but the animes on Netflix have been my crack. I have enjoyed the
You know,
animes on Netflix very, very much so. So, are you up to date with
yeah.
all of them?
No, no. I ironically I have. very little time to catch up on the media that I enjoy and draw art from. So like this is a very weird balance that I have not come to terms with. I'm so behind. I am so behind.
Okay, all right. And you know what? That is okay. It is all right. Um,
But I'll get
so
to it eventually, honestly.
right, right,
There
right.
are sometimes I have to skip through, especially if it's for work, particularly. Like I'll have to skip through to get to the meat of the subject in order to create the character or something that I need and catch up.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
Ooh.
what would you say around
Of anime?
of anything? Like, are you a movie buff? Are you an anime person? Are you a gamer? Cartoon? Reading?
Um, mm, I had hyper fixated on all of these things, but I think I would be more of a movie
Okay.
buff. Like it would change upon the seasons, but I think I'm more versed in movies, particularly 80s movies. Uh, I really have a love for, and horror, of course. Horror and sci-fi are like my ultimate favorites, but I will dabble into like fantasy as well.
Okay.
Mostly
Okay. Okay.
spooky and scary.
Well, I figured you're a horror person. I'm a bit I'm a bit of a bitch when it comes to horror. I'm actually a whole one. I get scared. I get scared very very easily. Uh,
I have my limits. I won't watch things like Saw or Hostel. I'm not into trauma porn or torture porn, anything like that. I cannot watch the human arm twist and break. I'm not, no, no, give
okay.
me a boogeyman anytime. But like that stuff it's too close, man. Even the Final Destinations, I just kind of like skip towards Tony Todd's parts because that's Bloodworth is where my interests lie. But the rest, I'm like, oh, she broke her back. Great. I got to think about that later.
So
I
I
can't look
think
at glass the same. Thanks.
I think we're gonna go with the theme for you on this one. I'm going to I'm gonna lean into Castlevania character designs here. See what we can whip up
Okay.
live on the show here for you.
I spot
Okay.
a hoof and I'm in love with it already. I feel so very seen.
Well, I had to give you the hook. I had to. That's the performance I saw. With the heels like that, and I was like, I gotta give her. I gotta that. I have to put it in there. I feel like you owned that. Like that. I feel like that's a staple of you.
Thank you. I felt very at home, oddly enough, in those.
Hey, you walking in them so comfortably like that though. That's a flex.
Thank you.
That is a flex
Thank you.
all its own right there because you just there was no stumbling, there was no stuttering, it was just all fluid walking in there. I was like,
Oh,
that's impressive.
hold on. I think my cat's trying to get into the door illegally. Please hold.
Oh, no problem, no problem. All right, I think we got the basics of her body. So let's see here. We got the basics of that. We got the basics of that. Now let's see what we can do costume wise. All right, so talk to me about him. Did you like it? Did you enjoy it? Were there things that could have been done better with it?
I honestly enjoyed it. It's like I didn't go in with any expectations other than going off of like, what had been teased in the trailers. And it's still something I'm thinking about. Like, I always enter films with the reasonable amount of suspended disbelief. I
Hmm.
don't expect things to be explained to me all the time. I don't want that. I want to be disturbed. I definitely want to be disturbed and like also entertained, and him did exactly that. Oh yeah, I finally saw the chat. Nana Knox has figured it out here.
Okay.
Yes, broke her back. She went, and I saw it by accident, and I was like, oh,
Awesome, awesome. The chat is a little bit alive tonight for us.
that's fine. But over, I really enjoyed him. Also, Marlon Wayne's in the character. Like you ever, I love funny people when they act so serious because I'm like, oh no, that's really you, aren't you? You're funny because of the trauma, and I can tell.
Mm.
Like it's fantastic. Like he got into that character, and also did not know that was Julia. Was it Julia Fox? I have not gone through the full IMDb of it all just yet, but I'm still processing it without looking too much up to ruin it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I haven't watched any breakdown videos of it on YouTube or anything yet. I've just really been thinking about it. And also the way it was shot was just beautiful. Like the cinematography of it.
So I thought the movie, I want to see, it's one movie that I really want to see. I feel like it's going to be really messed up, but it is one that I want to see, despite my fear of horror type things or whatnot. But I did.
I would
Go ahead.
I wouldn't say it's like messed up. I would say it's visually disturbing. And definitely like there are parts where you're just like, yo, what? Like can you like and but it's one of those, I would classify it as a thriller for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Thriller, horror, suspense. Very good. I just find it it's very good overall.
Awesome. So definitely recommend that there. Want to go check it
Mhm.
out, see what it's about. Here we go. What else have you seen in the theaters? I know
Weapons.
Weapons. Okay, what do you think
Yes,
of
I saw
that?
Weapons. That my favorite part of it was what people are calling the comical part
Mm-hmm.
because I find levity and horror lacking a lot of the times, and sometimes like the absurdness of it all needs to be highlighted. And I keep going back to that scene. I really, I uh there are parts of that movie I also cannot watch full head on. And
Okay.
like no, for those who know the potato peeler,
The potato peeler.
you don't want to know.
Well,
You don't
so
want to know.
I'm also cheap, so I'm waiting for that to come on streaming. I've been waiting for 28 years later to come on streaming, and
Okay,
I've been looking on Amazon. I've been looking on
listen,
HBO Max. It's on Netflix. So
I like yeah, no judgments here.
so I'll be watching 28 years later on Netflix this weekend. That's one that's in the queue. We just watched Karate Kid Legends.
Oh shit.
That was actually really good. I was hoping it would be good because Cobra Kai is so good,
Yeah, really
but
good. That one snuck up too for me. For me.
it did. No, it did. Somebody who watched Karate Kid 1, who's our age, said, I'm going to make another Karate Kid movie and I'm going to make it way better than the first one ever. And like address every single issue that's wrong with the Karate Kid movie and made it better in this one.
Sounds like autism. I like it.
Yeah. Like the whole like Daniel LaRusso messing with the bully's girlfriend and how they get involved.
Yeah,
That's really when you really watch the movie, it's Daniel LaRusso's fault.
yeah.
But in this, the way they do it, they make it make sense the way that it happens. Like it's for it to be a movie, it's like a very realistic scenario for the
Okay.
intermingling of the relationship. And the boy, the main star, is a prodigy. He's already good at kung fu. He's been
Which
training in kung fu his whole life. So when he
okay.
switched over to learn karate in 2 weeks, it makes sense and it's believable because the boy's already golden with kung fu.
Right, right. That was like, oh, shut up. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
So yeah,
My belief can only be suspended so much.
that yeah. I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that.
Mhm.
Yeah, so really fun, but looking forward to seeing that. I'm again not a horror person, but I loved Alien Earth. I don't know if you got to see
Haven't
that.
seen it. Haven't seen it. I just got around to Alien Romulus. Like that's how. And then if they're good movies, they become a comfort movie for me to play in the background while I work on stuff. So I end up seeing things um 4 or 5 times, so I can discuss that in length. But it because I can't watch new things while working on my projects at the same time because I get distracted and it's just a bad time. And a sim ripper gets involved, and then I've got everything, all stimuli has to stop. So I just have to have familiar movies, or I can have like a 1 hour out of the day where I can discover something new.
Hey, you know what? That makes sense. I'm the same way. I cannot watch new shit while I'm drawing. I have to. It
Now,
does have to be things I've seen again over and over, and whatnot. Normally, when I'm drawing at the station like this, I would watch new anime. I can do new anime, but it can't have the subtitles. Like I have to hear the voices through.
yeah, you
I
have
can
to be able to look away.
Yes. So I can be
Yeah,
down here drawing like I am now, and I can hear the actors, the voice actors. I can hear the story, and I'll be fine with it. And I can stop and look up at the action, and then go back down and listen to the story.
hmm
And that's how I watch a lot of my new anime or whatnot. But
yeah. It's not like sometimes you have to turn on the dub, but I usually prefer the subtitles because there's more. Like Neo Genesis Evangelion is always subtitles.
oh, okay, okay, that's a throwback right there.
It's don't judge me. It's a comfort one for me.
Oh no, no, no judgment because I love that one. I have the
Very
I mean, you can't see them now, but I have the action figures for them. There's some of my oldest action figures. I started collecting toys in college as one of the first like anime type figures that I ever bought. So like they're beat up, they're broken. I've had to glue parts back together. So they've been with me since I started collecting toys. So it's always an anime. Like I've enjoyed that anime, and there's things about it I still don't understand or whatnot. But like I just
yeah.
always enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, it is definitely a comfort one. Or comforter to hear, like comfortable to hear in the background, but not subject wise. Oh no, subject wise it's still yeah.
Subject is wild.
I was like, I'm sorry, what? And then it just hits to the theme song and it's just like do, 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 do. Twerk your pain away, kids. And we did.
Let's see here. There we go. There we go. All right, all right. So I'm trying to hit you with a vampire esque type of
I see the
dress
vision.
here. Trying to get the design popping. Now, do you want the mohawk or would you like kind of a afro puff type style here? Do you?
I like my mohawk.
All right, all right. That's
Hell yeah.
so. Can you recall the first thing that you got into that like made you say, "Oh, I like this geek shit"?
Dragon Ball Z.
Really?
Yeah, I discovered it by accident and it was dubbed in Spanish and it was playing on like a local channel like at 6 in the morning in my household, and I was trying to get another channel to turn and I was like, the hell is this? And it was Dragon Ball, actually, not Dragon Ball Z, it was Dragon Ball specifically. And I just kept watching it with the subtitles until I discovered that they also played the English version at 3 p.m. my local time
Hmm.
rather than 6 a.m. So I had started watching that and then it started over and I watched it from the beginning and then that's how I got into it. But Dragon Ball was was my first anime I ever saw, and it was by accident in Spaniel.
Okay. I think if I remember correctly, first anime. If I'm really talking about like the first anime, I'm gonna have to say Voltron. Technically speaking.
Ooh, yeah.
That's what got me into drawing. Period. Because I would watch. I mean, Voltron's awesome, and I would watch it, and I would draw the lions. I would try to draw what's on the show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then but obviously I didn't know that was an anime. Didn't know that.
I never like honestly.
But then if I'd have to say what was the awakening, I would have to say it was Akira.
Ooh, that's a good one. That is a good one. Mine was it's very random, but Appleseed.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
Appleseed.
So, like, and that was a joint that was like playing on like, Cinemax or HBO, and I watched it at my parents' house.
Do you remember? I don't know if this really counts, but Max, Maxx.
Yes. No, I do. I
Yeah.
do.
That was one. I really count that in Aeon Flux, like wherever those lie, because it starts to like leak into like sexy anime people and just pansexual adults, like everyone except for the kids.
Mm-hmm. No, so
I was like, what is this for the adults?
Yeah, the watching stuff I'm not supposed to be watching. And that's back in the day.
Same.
That's back in the day when the remote control had the recent button, so you could quickly.
You remember when you had to turn off the TV and defuzz it because it was still statically, and that's how your parents used to tell the TV was still on if it had static. And you're like, the TV's on. Why is the TV warm?
Right.
Why is the TV warm? What was you watching? What were you watching?
Oh,
you turn off the light, the TV's still glowing. Embarrassing.
Yeah, trying to keep it from
like nothing.
Oh, no. Yes. Absolutely.
Then Toonami.
Toonami opened it up a whole lot.
Fun fact, I wrote a fan letter to the host or like the actual like Cartoon Network, and they actually sent a response letter back.
Did they?
But yeah, a long time ago. I think it was when Voltron was hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have that letter to this day. Like it's packed away, but I never threw that letter away.
That's awesome. That's cool that they did stuff like that.
Yeah. God, I miss Toonami. That's still around, but yeah. I miss old Toonami. Nostalgia gets us all.
It does. Every one of us. Let me see here. Every one of us.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, I'm waiting. I'm patiently waiting for My Hero Academia, the final season to start it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it.
I never started it. Never started
now,
it.
I don't
see everyone.
I don't know what kind of.
I see everyone walking around.
I don't anime like really floats your boat. But My Hero Academia really good. It's really good. And if you haven't seen it, now's a good time to watch it because the final season is out. So you
I can fucks with it when there's like a final season. I really hate being brokenhearted by unfinished projects.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of anime does that to me, and I'm like, I can get this disappointment in life. I don't need this. And then I like pick up my toys and go. So it prevents me from like latching on or getting invested in a lot of newer anime that comes out because I'm like, are they going to leave me? Or are they going to finish this and see it through? Because I'm willing if they're willing, but Netflix is finicky and likes to cancel things after 2 commercials. Or
Not
ads.
Commercials.
That's okay. Commercials.
Well, you don't have to worry about that.
I do scream that every time an ad pops up. I'm like, not a commercial.
Same. But So you don't have to worry about them it being canceled because this is it. This is the final run. Um, it is. I call it a great throwback to like '90s superhero shit.
Oh, I do like the
Like,
90s. Like 90s, like the tick.
well,
I don't know
no,
why I said
like
that so aggressively.
just like classic like Superman, like the Spider-Man stuff where you know the hero is going to win, but like you don't know how they're going to win, and like there's a lot of emotion.
Okay, yeah. It's just
Like
the soap opera of it all. Yeah.
yeah, and you're like you're sitting there watching it, and you're like, you know what's going to happen. You know it's going to be this big final punch. You know there's going to be like an epic speech, but you don't care because it always is epic. Every
Yeah.
time it gets you hyped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Goku used to give them speeches all the time.
Mm. And I didn't even I'm not even a big Dragon Ball Z person. I respect Dragon Ball Z for what it has brought to the table, for what it is. Like I understand it's a goat. It's a forefather for anime and things like that. I didn't really get into it till a couple years ago. And the fight that did it, well, the first fight for Dragon Ball Z for me, which I'll also spin that question to you, was Vegeta fighting Goku as Majin Vegeta. That's
Ooh,
when it really
nasty.
got my attention. But what was the battle or fight for you where Dragon Ball Z like, oh, this is real?
Oh man, like I've watched Dragon Ball Z since Dragon Ball Z. So
Mm,
it always had me. The first character that let me know shit was real was Piccolo.
okay.
Like that's when I was like really attached to it and seeing his growth. But I've always liked the baddies. Like I'm a big villain person. Um, so it's like I liked him, Vegeta, the whole Majin series and Perfect Cell. The whole
Mm,
Perfect Cell series was I held on to that shit. Like episode per episode. Like I was like, no, what? Bodies? What? Androids, mini skirt, excuse me, and then the bob. Like there's so many things that got me with Dragon Ball Z. The Ginyu Force, Frieza, Broly. Whew,
mm.
bro. I mean, I don't know. I felt like I trained with King Kai at this point. Like from the streets, all 60, was it 64 cubic meters or something of it? The streets that raised me, and it's just King Kai's planet.
So, what do you think about the newer Dragon Ball Z versus the old stuff?
So, fun fact, I have not seen the newer Dragon Ball Z because I am scared. I'm often like, I'm scared of reboots because I fear of what they'll do to my nostalgia or seeing someone's vision that doesn't agree with my own can like what it's going to do to my own like vision of it. It's very selfish of me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's nice to see that this fandom carries generationally. Like I feel art really should. So I'm excited to always see it. I'll get around to it when it becomes technically old. I think like 2 to 3 years is usually my catch up of going, great news, everyone. You know, and it's like I've just listened to the Spice Girls for that's a joke I've been listening to. Got the CD in my car. Okay, do not come to me for the Spice Girls. But the point is, Nana Nox can be behind sometimes.
Right. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I haven't seen all of the new stuff. I saw a lot of episodes, a good number of episodes of Super. I
Mhm.
think they definitely improved it. You know, it's less of the yelling all the time, more of the story.
Yeah, there was a. I started to dip out a lot because of the yelling. Like one, the poor voices, but two, it was just like, listen, filler episode after filler episode. Like, don't waste my time. I really hated my time wasted. And sometimes the filler episodes are cute, and after a while, my attention span would get into the way the ADHD of it all, which just would not sit down for it. And
Hmm.
so I lost out a bit of chunk of time, which I feel in order to get a full understanding of it, I'd have to go back for, but I never had the time and those kind of things build up. And it's like what Smash Mouth said, days keep coming and they just won't stop coming.
That's a thing. That's a real thing.
It is. Think about it.
So back, kind of to back up to like kind of your career and what you're doing and whatnot. How busy is your schedule? How much traveling are you doing throughout the year? Do you do most of your work where you live at, or is most of your work outsourced when you travel out?
It's kind of 50-50. I have gigs that are locally. I'm booked for shows, and occasionally I could be booked for a burlesque festival as well, depending on their theme. And so that within itself could take me away from a weekend. Um, but mostly, especially this year, it's been outsourced. I feel like in order to to get myself well rounded, I need to travel more to see more art as well. And
Oh,
so that really does help me to get out more. But my thing is just always being booked elsewhere.
okay.
I
So
travel a lot. I travel a lot. Even before traveling with the con, I did travel quite a bit.
okay, so that's cool. You also look at the traveling as a way to keep yourself fresh, to grow and still continue your creativity.
Yeah. Um, I think I'm afraid of like really boxing myself in by accident by refusing to consume art or other media because it disagrees with my own or like it brings me out of my comfort zone. So a lot of the times I'll push myself into the world, and traveling will make you do that. Like very Aries with the way that I've kind of accidentally set up my workspace to force me to travel in a way that pushes me out of my comfort zone to be around and go out into the world. And even if it's locally, it's still making sure that I'm not accidentally a hermit.
Okay. Okay. All right. So when was the moment that you linked up with conventions and doing their after dark events?
The first one, gosh, was it Crypt? I think it might have been Crypticon. Well, the first one I ever really got hooked up with was Emerald City Comic Con, and
Okay.
yeah, that was before the pandemic. So I co-produced the Emerald City Comic Con with my lovely wife, Tasneem Angul. We were part of a production group called Vamptastic, Vamp like that. Um,
Okay.
and so we had produced a sold out double show for the year of 2020 for March of that year. And we all know what happened at March 2020. So it didn't happen and everything got shut down. And as things do, but that was my first encounter with a con experience, which I've been working to try to do since my own hometown con, since cons that were available. Like it was at that time, I'm going to sound like a nana. Like and back in the day, it just was really hard to like mix after dark performances with those types of venues because of the people are like, oh, you're marketing it to kids. And like, no, we're after dark, like the separation. A lot of people didn't want to give funding to those events if there was something like that attached to it. So I've been working towards something like that for a while personally for me. And I just really liked the combination of after dark and cosplay. It's just again, I always call it visual fan fiction. So that's kind of what I've latched on to.
Okay.
I sort of rambled there. I hope I answered the question. I thought about it. I was like, where am I?
No, you're fine. I also kind of get lost in the art because now I'm on the detail mode. Now that I've
I'm
stepped
staring.
on. where my folds and wrinkles are going to be. Now I'm trying to like make them work.
Okay.
So
Aren't we all?
so you're good. You're fine. All right. So with this going on, do you have what's your next show?
Actually, it is going to be this weekend. I leave at 5 a.m. this upcoming morning, so I probably won't sleep tonight. For St. Louis for GalaxyCon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so I will be in St. Louis at their convention center this weekend. We've got that 4 numbers, a panel, and oh yes, and burlesque figure drawing. So I've got like a full
What?
stack weekend.
So are you going to
Mhm.
lead the figure drawing?
Huh?
Are you the model for the figure drawing, or are you going to lead the figure
hmm
drawing?
No, I model for the figure. So it's headed by Joe Loss, who is a wonderful illustrator, and you like it's a separate ticketed event, so it's not included within the convention like most of the panels are, but
Mhm.
you're supplied with art supplies, and we model in our burlesque costumes that you saw some of us perform the night before. It'll be myself and Lewis Stardust modeling. I haven't decided which costume, but last time I modeled as Miss Bellum, and the second time I did Yzma. So I may do something scary or maybe a garnet, depending on it's a lot to keep on. Like the costumes are layers, so it
Yeah,
depends
no,
on how.
absolutely.
And I know saying that to cosplayers must be like, but like there are things riding up places where we shan't discuss.
No, I get it. Makes sense. Oh, okay, there we go. Awesome. So that's cool. So, do you do? I mean, how many of the GalaxyCon shows do you do? Do you do all of them, most of them, or a medium amount?
Most of them. This year I have done almost all of them. I think I've missed maybe 2. So it's been a very unique experience to get to do that many of them in like quick succession, like one after another. I realized how busy it is, how much more behind the scenes. It has helped me um, really see the other side of the production part of the shows as a performer, just getting through it, suitcase after suitcase, like a convention center after convention center, plane after plane, it all adds up.
Okay. So how often would you say you're gone out of the year? 50%, 60?
I haven't done the math for that. I feel like I was gone I would say out of a month. The only month I didn't travel, I believe, was for GalaxyCon March.
Mm-hmm.
And each month I've had a con, at the most 3. So I would say I'm gone maybe not 50% of the year, but this year I'm at definitely 40%. If I had to do loose illegal math.
I love it. Yeah, that's awesome. Mm.
So I've been gone a bit. My cat has been quite upset. Quite upset. I have heard from her lawyers many times.
Oh no, not the cat lawyers.
Yeah, cat lawyers. Cat lawyers are very serious about this.
So what are you thinking so far of this?
I love it so far. I'm just really enthralled to like watch it come together very quickly.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that. I had to look at the time, see how much time I had left on this.
Oh yeah, I've been yapping for 40 minutes already. The opportunities.
That's the name of the show, man. The show is called Chat and Draw.
That and draw. And you're like, hold on, what if we just sat down and talked a bit and I drew you, the other
Yeah,
person? All
that
right.
that is what we are doing. So do you have any big projects or anything in the works?
Yeah, I don't mind saying because I'll probably tease it. I post my costuming stuff on a separate Instagram other than my regular one. It's Doom Witchcrafting,
Hmm.
but I most likely will be posting it there. But the current one that I'm actually working on is one of the muses from. I hope my camera didn't freeze, but if it did, if it's cute, I hope it's cute. Please, is it cute? I hope it's serving. One of the muses from Disney's Hercules
Oh, okay.
is what I'm working with. And if you know me as a performer, I don't wear white. So um, it is a color change for me. I'm definitely not doing white because that didn't change. But like, don't get twisted. I'm still not wearing white, you see. However, the alternative that I have chosen in the direction I'm really happy to be delving back into because it leans more of a classic burlesque style where like usually I rely kind of like I like character work, but I also like being seduced. I like seducing and being a little bit slutty on stage if you haven't noticed. If me prancing
Hmm.
around in hooves didn't say it enough. that that doesn't make my intentions clear here. um
In case you're not paying attention.
but for me it'll be a nice little change to be a human character and not have to put on fur for a bit because I went through a whole phase where I was like, what if I was something else? Which I
Oh,
feel like a
okay.
lot of artists can relate to, like going through the mask phase or the helmet phase, or I go through phases as such of due to my autism, I like to cover my face a bit. I
Mhm.
noticed as ways to get through times of where I cannot deal TM.
Okay.
And I realized that occasionally I will build a number where my face is covered, but everything else is revealed in a weird or a different juxtaposition of what is actual exposure type. But
Okay.
yeah, so I'll just go through phases, but I'm excited to be like a pretty girl,
A pretty, pretty girl.
pretty girl. In this case, goddess.
Hmm. So how do you come up with your designs? You're like, what inspires them? Is it commission based, or when you're like, all right, I need to do something new? How do you come up with these ideas?
Honestly, it's just me. It's me right now. I don't take commissions. I do costume consultations every now and then. Like I'll look over, like someone will present me with an idea, and I'll either sketch an idea, and then we'll buy back and forth and collab, and either they leave with the sketch or they'll ask for like further guidance, and we'll go from there. But physically, I only make stuff for me right now. I'm just like really, really into my art right now,
Oh no! Did I just? Oh, looks like we lost her for a second. Hopefully, she jumps back in here. There she goes. Sorry about that.
It shakes fists at sky. Um,
My apologies. And I should have asked you this at the beginning, and I apologize because I do remember you saying it before. But what are your pronouns?
oh, they, them. However, I do answer to she. I like to say that I am the Thanos of gender and shall have them all.
Okay, okay.
So,
All right. I just
so it's
recall that, and I'm like, oh shoot, let me ask because I think I
thank
did that wrong, and that was rude.
no, no, no. We've actually had this conversation before, but thank you for checking back in.
Hmm.
Yeah, I always appreciate that. Um, but yeah, my characters are just I have like a long list of characters I've been itching to cosplay or dress up as, and I have this hard thing of actually creating a cosplay that I don't strip out of. So I'm working towards that. We haven't figured it out yet, but we're still doing it. But one day I will create a normal cosplay that I will keep on my body and not strip out of to on beat. Today's not that day.
But it
But it's just
works.
like,
It works.
yeah, one day I'll get there. But I just really like becoming characters I idolized ever since I first saw them, of like characters I never thought I could be or look like. Characters that would make me or younger me go, hell yeah, we did actually built that, or we put that on, or we got to dress as that character that inspired me to do whatever else in life,
Hmm.
It's to dress up as your own inspiration at any given time, and it feels good and it harms no one. And I have like a whole long list of characters that I have been holding back on doing because there was no reason or purpose for it. Like no one asked for this. And it turns out I'm a big fan of no one asked for this art. And I'm like, who asked for this? No one. But it's great because like the art you make will reach who is intended to reach. And recently I've just been doing just that, but for me, and just working through the process as a way of like self-healing. And now it's like a way of joy, joy is a resistance as well to keep doing it. And I also pushes myself for my costuming, which I enjoy immensely getting to do. And again, getting someone to pay me to do that has just been a really magnificent experience overall.
Right? Can you talk to us about how that feels, like doing something you love, something you've been chasing down, and then
Uh,
getting that money for it?
Honestly, shit feels real nice, fam. Not even gonna lie about it. I'm just every time I call mom, I'm like, "Hello, you remember my stripping that was never going to go anywhere?" It's such a niche. And my parents are actually very supportive of what I do. Like my mom is just always like she's always so focused on the costume. My parents are very artistic as well, so they love that I get to fulfill my dream of designing and making things and wearing them. Not not so like they feel either way about the stripping. My dad is like, never show me pictures. And I'm like, great, we're on the same page. And my mom is just she was never that type of way. Like I get the performer part from my dad for sure. But I feel accomplished, honestly.
Hmm.
And it feels right. Like not even it just feels right, and it feels what I imagine peace could feel like if like the rest of the world wasn't on fire.
Yeah, that's a
So
great analogy.
yeah, it's like the balance is off, but wow, this end of it is nice. It would be nice if like the rest of it balanced out. So I guess I don't know, tortured artist. Is there a happy balance? No, there. I don't think there will ever be a happy balance because it depends on everything around you. But it feels like I accomplished something in an area where there's a lot of discourse that it couldn't be. It's so hard to be a successful and thriving artist, and it gets harder and harder for everyone as time goes on. And to be able to sustain and maintain my own health and well-being by doing my art the way that I see it with as much freedom as I can get has been a joy and an opportunity that I don't take for granted.
Hold on.
Hey, she said, "Claw, the claw, the claw decides who stays and who goes."
Yeah. I wasn't feeling the hand, and then I was thinking like maybe I can stretch out the arm and kind of like maybe get a whip action there, but I was like, well, let me try the claw hand one more time.
This is fulfilling my Demona fantasy. Okay, so I keep going.
Hey,
Because Gargo was hit as a kid, and Demona wasn't wrong. Goliath could get it. Everybody could get it.
um,
Speaking of shows that unlocked the thing, you know, you
uh,
know.
definitely got those type of vibes from you. So I that's what I'm trying to bring to this piece for you.
Oh, I feel again seen.
But yeah, so it's always like a super good, amazing feeling when you are, you've been working at something, chasing it down, doing it, and then finally, you get, someone acknowledges that with money, and it's
Yes.
always good.
Yes, to be valued for your art and time is a rare thing, unfortunately. Like to it's just amazing in like 2025. You still have to argue your worth, but c'est la vie. I'm just getting asleep.
There we go. All right. Oh wait, I need my. There we go. I need what that looks like, so I can put it on here. I'm doing like these
Ooh.
share shoulder arm things.
Uh-huh. Uh,
So just trying to, because I want them to be. Hopefully, this trick will work. I want them to be see through.
uh-huh. Just
Um.
giving a sheer sleeve.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Dude.
So I can take that off now, right? Yep. There we go. And so if I just get a bit of a lighter color here.
This is fascinating to watch because I do not sketch well. So watching someone else do the sketching and like watching art come to life is pretty cool.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I enjoy drawing a lot. Oh wait, I need the same color because I think this will round us out and get us to where I can say it's done. Go back here,
Hmm.
and then we just take that whole layer and make it a
I'm nodding. Like I know what you're doing, just so you know. I'm nodding like, yes, yes, absolutely. Indubitably so. Indeed. The shading, yes. 25% gradient. Is it working? Do I sound like I know what I'm talking about?
It sounds like you know exactly what you're talking about. And at the
Yeah.
and at the 57th, oh, I forgot to hit the record button. Damn it! Oh well.
Shut up. Did
You
you?
know, like, so we're live, we're perfectly fine, but like I always I try to get the record button of the actual art so I can post
Oh,
that on TikTok so people can see the whip in
oh,
progress.
the whip.
Yeah. And that's where we're at. We're
Hell,
done here.
I love it. And again, I feel seeing claw. Everything. So many things.
And so um I'm gonna see about getting this colored up for you. And then
Okay.
this is yours. You can have this. You can use this at prints for your shows. Put
Oh,
it on
heck yeah.
whatever you want.
T-shirts. T-shirts, baby. Crop tops and black. Here we come.
If
Boy.
you're gonna do it as a shirt, I'll do a whole like Nox Falls back there for you.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's going to be great. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you for being on the show with us here tonight. Do you want to tell
Anytime.
everybody like your socials and stuff where they can follow you at? Hold on. Sorry, I clicked you off the wrong screen. Yeah, you want to tell
Okay.
everybody where they can follow you at, where your socials and stuff are?
Yeah, I'm just literally on one place. It's Instagram because of ADHD, baby. So, my burlesque account is under the Naughty Body. So more risque stuff is posted there. If you're just interested in the costuming and the randomness of it all and the adventures of me and Benjamin Button, um, Doom Witchcrafting is also linked on there. So you can follow my sewing account and make an account there and see the randomness. But that's where I'm at on the grams. Otherwise, I'm in my bog and you can't be there.
Awesome, good stuff. Well, I want to thank you for being on the show. I think it was a great conversation, a super fun piece to draw of you. Like I said, we'll go ahead and get this colored up, and like I said, it's your image to have to do what you want.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a blast and an honor to be drawn by you.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for being on the show. Catch us next week for another episode of Chat and Draw. I'll probably just be doing hotshot pages, and hopefully my studio space will be done by then. But thanks you, chat, for tuning in and hanging out with us. And if you're watching it on the replay, thanks for watching. Give us a like, a subscribe, a follow, all that good stuff, because the channel needs it. So Everyone else, good night, everybody.
Nice.
I think that I should ask Mr. Watson. I think that I should ask Mr. Watson.